We have with us today Mr. Onye Amadi, and he is the founder and president of Onye Hope Foundation, also known as Hope Day. And he has been sharing his views on some of the things that he thinks that the government should put in place, and not just the government. Most times when we talk about things like this, people just go straight to what the government should do and what the government is not doing. Although we're going to talk extensively about that law that was passed and then is not being implemented, but then we private individuals, NGO, we have roles to play, and we'll talk about that right after talking about the law.
Now, Nigeria ratified the United Nations Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities, that CRPD, in 2007. And like I mentioned before, its optional protocol in 2010. Since then, civil society groups and people with impairments and disabilities have called on government to put it into practice. In 2011 and 2015, the National Assembly passed the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Bill 2009, but former President Goodluck Jonathan declined to sign it into law. The bill for the new law was passed by the House of Representatives and the Senate Joint Committee in November of 2016, but was not sent to President Buhari for his signature until December of 2018. Of course, that bill was signed into law on the 23rd of January in 2019. Now, the law prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability and imposes sanctions, including fines and prison sentences on those who contravene it.
You're right.
It also stipulates a 5-year transitional period for modifying public buildings, structures, and automobiles to make them accessible and usable for people with disabilities. Now, Mr. Amadi, the law has been signed, and the law stipulates punishment, including fines and prison sentences to any who have contravened it. It also stipulates a 5-year transitional period for modifying public buildings, structures, and automobiles to make them accessible and usable for people with disabilities. A 5-year transitional period. The bill was signed last year. Has there been any sign that there is a transitional period, a 5-year transitional period has started to modify everything that needs to be modified to make them accessible and usable for people with disabilities?
You see, I like the way you put it. Have been signed. Has it been implemented? If it has not been implemented, some of all these laws, sanctions, cannot work. It cannot work. Okay. Now, how many of them will like to restructure their building? They know it will take a lot of money. How many of them will give opportunities for the persons living with the disabilities? They know that if they sign it or if they have implemented it, that it will also affect them. Okay? Now, if really they have it at the back of their mind, they would have been implementing it, starting from the states. If it has already been done in 1 or 2 states, other people will learn from them. It is there. And then you will not know this person or this group of persons have defrauded the government, not even with the physically challenged ones, because they have disobeyed to do what the law has planned for them to do.
But it is believed that from time to time, money has been declared to have been set aside to cater to the needs of people.
Exactly what you say. Yes. Where is the money? Where you just hear it? If really they are doing it, instead of not to level to give the individual that money, they will even use it to restructure some of all these things. You bear me witness. You have been transporting, going outside. How many of those cars have you seen that can stop easily and then put physically challenged person to the goal? You can't get that. Look, somebody asked me, hello, oh, you are moving on which year? What do you think you can do to fasten your movement? I said, well, I need a car. He was thinking, how do I get a car? He got the car. I went to the welder, constructed it, that I am using my hand, because the one that leg can use, I can use my hand to operate it. That is individuals. If the companies, if the governments are following these laws, they should have been going to some of all these manufacturers. Please, get us a car movable that can be able to carry them. Okay? Now, nothing like that had happened. How then do you think they can sanction any of them? If you do for me, other people will learn. But if the states have not done it, the local government won't do it. If the local government have not done it, they won't give order to the companies or private individuals to do it for them. So let it start from the government. Now, he give order, he have signed. How many times have you been able to check if really this thing has happened? I'll give an instance. I went to one of the functions, and the owner of one of these radio stations asked the staff to employ me in their station. Now, after so many months, the man has not been hearing my voice. He has not. A day came when they were having the board of meetings. You know, he now asked them that he asked them to employ one physically challenged person. Have they done it? They have to call me. And because the person who asked them to do it have been able to remember and call and ask them, action was taken. Okay? Now, if the government have signed this into law,
they would remember.
They will remember.
And
as this thing has been implemented, has it been done? You see them on the road, you see them on the what? Look, I tell you, one of these governors now, I snapped the person's photograph and submitted enlargement. I wrote a letter, assistance. Each time I keep on going there, no way. Until a day, the man was just moving with convoy. He saw me riding my bicycle. He stopped. He said, well, you know the person that wrote that letter? I said, yes. He was okay. Please, go to so and so person. Why? It's because he remembered. He want to ask them. I asked you to help this person. Have you been able to do it? One of these governors I met, I was lucky, you know, to see one of these governors on occasion. The man said, this young man, you are still riding bicycle and you are still snapping. He called a local government chairman of that local government, which I will not mention.
Yes.
He said, please, make sure you give this man automatic employment. Buy a car for him. Do you know, after so many weeks, I went and met that man. The man said, oh, okay, I'll give you 500,000, you can use and buy a bicycle. I said, what? Governor did not say you should give me bicycle. He said, buy me a car. He said, where's the money? Wow. Okay, why not give me the employment? Say, oh, okay, instead of you to employ, don't worry, I will give you money for you to establish your office so I continue your work. Both 500,000, both 2 million naira, I did not see. Now, one point. Will that governor or that person come back again until the person sees me on the road? He will not ask, what is that thing? I was not able to contact that person. So what am I saying? If the government, president, or senators, they have been able to put hand into this law, let them fight it out and make sure that it has been implemented.
Okay, still talking about the law, it was said that the law will also establish a national commission for persons with disabilities responsible for ensuring that people with disabilities have access to housing, education, and health care. And this will make me ask you this question. Does it, okay, now let's go forward. It says the commission will be empowered to receive complaints of rights violation and support victims to seek legal redress amongst other duties. Okay. But just like you said it hasn't been implemented, so you haven't seen most of these things. But now, going further, where they said that the people with disabilities will have access to housing, education, and healthcare, does it mean that people with disabilities do not have access to healthcare or even education? Can you throw more light on this?
Look, that's one of these my friends that he is physically impaired. Okay, he types. He tells you the time. Now, one of these days he was always going to school, and the man watched at him. I said, he met him. What do you do? He said, I'm a student here. I said, okay. The man was surprised, and the man offered him some assistance. You know, giving some money for the school. Yes. Now, how many of these governors have been able to say, okay, let me create this opportunity for this group of persons. Let them have an office, okay, whereby they can be bringing the informations to us. If we have not created awareness or created a forum whereby people can meet and discuss and tell them their problem, how can they know? So first of all, let them create. You know, there are some local government, they don't have any physically challenged person working there that can be a mediator within the chairman, within the governor, and others. So if you don't have such people, there's no way that information can be passed. So first of all, let them create that opportunity. If all the local government will have an office and get a physically challenged person involved, okay?
Yes.
It will be easier for that person because, you know, people always say, he who wears shoes, no
Not
wear
wear
pinches. So if you do that, any complaint that will come, instead of it to be disturbing the chairman, you can channel your problem or whatever you have to that person who can easily go to the chairman. That means if chairman really understand that is his duty to help the people. Okay, look at the youth today generally. Some youth, sometimes if you make them angry, they will come. If it's upstairs, they will jump, they can even lock the gate. But we cannot do that. That's why we plead to them. We are pleading. Let them make sure that it has been implemented.
Okay, so for this year's International Day, where people living with disabilities are being celebrated and talked about, and the awareness is being created, the WHO recognizes that a world where all people attain the highest possible standard of health and well-being is only possible if health systems are inclusive of people with disability. Now, I'm still going back to the health system. Would you say Nigeria's health system has gotten to this level? Would you say Nigeria's health system is inclusive of people living with disability? What way?
Okay, look at, you have a specific time or some elderly. Okay, that they say as soon as you are elderly from so year to so year, go there, you'll be treated. The children maybe with HIV/AIDS, they made a provision for them, okay, whereby they can be treated. How many of those laws have been? How many of them have done it for physically challenged ones? It can. I was opportune to go to a doctor. I said, please, doctor, after the illness, I said, doctor, I need some assistance. The money he billed me, he looked at it just because he has seen me helping other physically challenged ones. Okay? Yeah, he has seen me helping them. So that challenged him. He did not even collect more than what he's supposed, or more up to what he's supposed to do. Why? Because this is an individual.
Okay.
Have you been able? Is there any opportunity like that in the hospital whereby any person living with a disability can come and you give that person such assistance? There's none. Even if you buy card, you meet the doctor, you consult her, you go and buy. Let them have that kind of forum for them so that they can carry them along. If you do that, that means you are carrying them along.
Okay, so at this point in time, we will be opening the phone lines. Let's hear your thoughts, anything you'd want to add. Let's hear your views as regards to this on the health segment, the health business segment this Thursday afternoon. You call us on 0708 029 5995. That's 0708 029 5995.
Or 0907 084 9073. That's 0907 084 9073. And don't forget that you can also send a text message to 0908 381 3990. That's 0908 381 3990.
So, in a nutshell, has any of the promises made, have any of the pledges that various administrations, various federal and state governments have made as regards to bettering the lot of people living with disabilities in Nigeria, have any of those promises been fulfilled?
You bear my witness. Based on what I've just said now, access road, the way to the hospital, the banks, the building, the publicity. Okay, How many of them have been done? You discover you have football, football. Most of them give attention to football. Now, some physically trained persons go for all these tournaments.
Okay.
They win. Some of them win.
Yeah, weightlifting,
Fine.
wrestling.
Beautiful.
Race.
That to show you that.
Basketball.
Yeah, that to show that if really they will assist them, they will do more. So the promises we're only hearing the promises. None of it has been done at all. At least let it be 2%. Then if you can do 2%, we know that there's hope for that ones. We have none.
Okay, what about the various associations or the National Association of Persons with Disabilities here in Nigeria? Okay, let's quickly take this call. Okay, hello, can you hear us? Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, yes. What is your name and where are you calling from? Wadi Chiminem. Okay, yes, Barrister Wadi Chiminem, you are welcome. Go ahead, please.
Problem in this country.
Okay.
And to some of us, each constituency have a representative. Is that first of all, just as the man is speaking there, he has a representative, and I'm sure I don't know his level of relationship with the representative.
Oh, Mike.
But like I said, there are
Hold back.
issues when it comes to effective
Let's switch it on.
representation of those who have elected.
Yeah.
But I think that where there is a good relationship, it will foster unity, and most of these complaints will be heard. Only not just protesting in the wrong context, but making their views known by writing to the appropriate authorities. Now, when I was in Ebonyi State, the same thing happens. All the physically challenged people, they have a conglomerate. Now, because they have a conglomerate, what they now did was to write a letter to the appropriate authority. Now, sometimes those letters may not get to the authority.
Beautiful.
You can protest. And when you protest, we have the media houses, just as it's speaking now. Now, you can equally sponsor a legislation. Like I said, they are together. If they are not together, there is understanding among these physically challenged persons. They can equally sponsor a legislation. Like the kind of legislation we have in Nigeria. You only have somebody that you will sponsor. And when you sponsor it, you lobby. I think the kind of climate we have here is just lobbying. And because there is nobody to help them. But I think that they should start from somewhere. First of all, we need to protect. I'm not saying because the angle of enter, but we saw what happened. That is the only way you can new government. And from where we are coming from, this part of Africa, that is the only way. What we hear is force. And I think that the only way we can contribute is that we must force government to their needs. You right? Because we have had a lot of these complaints. We have had it in the time back. My advice is that first of all, they should come up with protest or come up with a proposed law. Or better still through the representative. There is no constituency that have no representative. You know, therefore here we have. So I think I will advise they should write to the appropriate quarter and lobby it through the assembly. Why would they not have results? There is failure or no understanding. They can go by way of protest.
All right, thank you so much,
for calling.
Barrister Wodi Chiminem. Yes, but there is legislation. We have the Persons Living with Disabilities Prohibition Law
Yeah.
2019. And in the implementation of that is still an issue. So unless the original plan has not been implemented.
So how can you go for another one?
But then he did mention that there is some sort there is no cohesion. I was mentioning that the National Association of Persons Living with Disabilities being the body under which people living with disabilities fall under.
Yeah.
Sponsoring a petition to the National Assembly, forcing government's hands to actually sit down and take a look at this law and how to implement it. But that has not been done. Could it be the case that those with disabilities or those in such associations are not united? They don't have a united front? Or what exactly is going on? Because the National Association of Persons with Disabilities should be the ones making the loudest noise. Yet, we hear nothing.
Okay. You see, I am one of the officials,
Okay.
the treasurer of the National Joint Association of Persons Living with Disability, River State. Fine. Now, assuming that this law has been implemented, okay, we can do more.
So you're saying without the law
Without
being
the law, you
implemented,
cannot.
you're handicapped?
Yes.
What about
Even-
pushing for the
How will you push?
implementation?
How? Tell me how. Okay, by the time you block road and the government officials or the company will bring army or bring police to block you, where will you go? How can you run? So if it's just like somebody giving you a message, go. If they ask you who sent you, say this so and so person asked me to send you this. So our backbone should be that law. Because anything you are doing without the law, you are doing nothing. You are doing nothing. Now, our caller just mentioned of our representatives. Does it mean that that representative does not know that he or she has physically challenged person around? How long or how many times can the person now present that matter? Except individuals, okay? Individuals, just like me. I have a foundation. Now, in this foundation, I try to collect people's name, those living with disabilities, their phone numbers,
Addresses?
their addresses. What do? Some of them will be coming to me because I have that opportunity of buying wheelchairs, okay, dashing some of them so that they can move. And those, as far as you are moving, what else? You have to go into trade or to go for skill. I organize skills acquisition for them. At the end of it, with God's grace, I provide some materials, some equipment for them to start up. That is individual, my humble self. Now, if really our House of Assembly members, our senators, chairmen are doing it in their respective local government and state, what do you think will happen? It is an angry man, a hungry man is an angry man. So, but no matter how you are angry, it cannot force the government. It cannot be the government.
But don't you think that besides because a majority of people living with impairments and disabilities give this sense of hopelessness, they can't do anything without your help. Don't you think that if more people with impairments or disabilities can prove or show that, look, even with this disability, I can still do this, I can still function properly,
Good.
I still deserve a chance, don't you think that would actually help the cause better than being, okay, I'm disabled? You find even some people who are not disabled begging for arms.
You're right.
Talk less of those that actually have real disabilities. Don't you think that they need to prove themselves that they can actually function, and maybe think that will speed things up?
Most of us have been doing it. That is why I did not keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
Based on the way they see us, I now enter in one of these radio stations, being a presenter there. Okay? Now, talk to them. Talk to some of these physically challenged persons to believe in themselves. Believe that you can do it and practice it. If you have 10,000, if you tell somebody, please, I want to have a program, and the person will ask you, how much do you have? You say, out of 10,000, I have 8,000, I have 5,000. The person will be able, to assist you. Now, by the time you don't have anything, you don't show that you can do something, no person will assist you.